Welcome to 1365, and that means we get to do a family tree. Here's one of the things that we have done is we have changed the tree to an ancestry tree. And so this view that we have right here is Edmund and Grace, and these are all of their 19 children. Now, one of the cool things that this does is you can see right here that Edmund has grandchildren down below from Hugh, and he also has grandchildren down below from Mary. And so it just tells you as you're going along here who has grandchildren for him. And since we know that only out of all 19 of these, only 4 of them had children who continued on to have children. So we're going to save Hugh for last because Hugh is our heir. So we're just going to go through everybody really quickly and say where we are and what's going on. Mary had 3 children, Frey, Gwendolyn, and Kavanaugh. Gwendolyn and Frey are the only 2 that lived into adulthood, and they have both passed away. So we'll start with Frey. Frey had 7 children. The first 3 died in the plague or after they were born. And then we have Mary, Aurora, Frey, and Garance. Oh, Frey also died when he was 1, and I don't have his picture in here, so I guess now is a good time for me to show you how I upload pictures. And here's the only thing I can tell you guys. Keep your screenshots organized, because if you have to go through here and do all of this later, it is not fun. But what I have done is I took all these screenshots just yesterday. Okay, so let's pretend like everything starts right here with Edmund. Just ignore the rest of these. So Edmund I just put the year that they were born and then their name. So you can look here at Hugh, and we have this age Hugh and this age Hugh. So anyway, that's how I've done it, is just by their birth year. So I go down here until I find Frey. Okay, and here's Frey, and this is how it does it. Puts the picture in like that, and there we go. So I have the pictures in here if they've passed away. So let me go back. They had Mary, they had Adrian, and they had Garance. They're the only 3 children left alive, and all of them have had children. So Mary stayed in France and married Victor, and they have had Alonzo, and then they have Frey, Victor, and Willa right now, and they are done having children. So out of those 3 children, we will see what happens and where we go from there. Adrian and Aurora had 2 children, Blanche and Aurora. Blanche has passed away, Aurora is still alive, and they are done having children. Then the baby in the family is Garance, and she and Richard have had 1 baby named Richard, and he died. Okay, and they will be having 2 more children. So that's where we are with the entire Frey Clark family. Then we have Gwendolyn, and Gwendolyn had 6 children, 2 of whom died. No, more than that died. Henry died too. I'm glad I'm going through this because I'm finding the ones that I need to fix. All right, there is Henry, who died in the plague, leaving them with Denise and Bella and Gold. So Denise has had 8 children. She had Gwendolyn, who's still alive, then Lawrence and Nicholas, who both died as children. Then Pippa and Rose are still alive. Thomasina died as a toddler. Adam is still alive, and Crispin just died as a baby. And they are still going to be having 2 more children. So Denise rolled to have 10 children with Sebastian. Then the next child is Bella, and Bella married Andrew. They have had 4 children, and they are done. Christopher, Ursa, and Andrew are all still alive, and David, their last baby, just died. Then finally we have Gold, and she's married to Kian, and they have had 3 boys so far, Kian, Bruce, and Eustace, and they are going to be having 3 more children. So there's still more children coming for Gwendolyn's side, and that is all of Mary's children. Then we move down here to Clara's children, and Clara's children are just almost gone. So we know what happened with Nathaniel and all of his children and his spouses. They're all gone. Penelope married Stein, and Stein is dead too, but I didn't have a good picture of him. But anyway, so they had 4 children, only one of who lived, Francine. And Francine married Arthur. They have had 5 children. Stein and Arthur both died as babies. Vitalis is alive and Penelope is alive, but Francine died as a newborn. So I need to put the baby picture in there. I just have a generic picture saved of a baby, and that's what I put for all of them when the baby's born, when the baby dies. It makes it easier for me. Okay, so Francine died. There she is. And that's it. That's where we are right now. We'll have to see if Vitalis... Oh, let me see how many children they have left. Okay, they have 2 more children left to have over here. So we will see how many more kids come from Clara. But where we stand right now, there are 2 living children from Clara. So now we move over to Hugh. There's nobody left. We all know Daniel had 6 children. None of them lived. Wow. Yes, that brings us to Hugh. Hugh had 4 children. And this is where it gets a little bit confusing. So he had Sebastian and Hannah. I don't think I had a good picture of Jewel either, and that's why she doesn't have a picture, but let's look and see if I can find one. So I've got this picture of Jewel holding the baby. I just don't have a good picture of Jewel, and anyway, but this will do. So the problem we run into right here is when I extend these down to do John's children and Michael's children, they have Isla's. The children that Isla had are doubled up, and you'll see what I mean in just a second. So these children right here from Kazia all the way, from Sarah all the way down to Kazia, these are John's children, John and Isla. So they had 10 children, and out of those 10 children, they have 2 still alive. Ingrid is still alive, and Kellyn, who is our current heir, is still alive. So Ingrid is married to Jeremiah, and they have had 2 children, John Smith and Jeremiah Smith. They have both died. So I'm really hoping that somebody lives. They still have 5 more children. Yes, they are still having 5 more children. So they hopefully will have some of them live. Kellyn is getting married soon, so he doesn't have any children. And then this whole list of 10. This list of 10 children Isla had with Michael. So I cannot find, when I go look at the children, like if you click on Helen and you look for her profile, it tells us that her parents are Isla and Michael. It doesn't say anything about John, but for some reason, she's on there. So what we have to do is when we go to Michael's is when it has them all. And the bad part about that is over here under Isla, we have Sarah to Kazia, which it's not with Michael at all. And it has this Isla as 2 different people, even though I've repeatedly told them that that's only one person. Anyway, then we have the children that Michael and Jewel had together, which they're down here. And we've got all the way from the triplets that they had at the beginning, which was Fauna, Flora, and Frederick. Then they had twins, Snow and Winter, and then they had baby Michael. And the only person who survived was Flora. So they only have 1 child still alive. She has had 4 children. She got married to Lucas. She had Jewel, who died as a toddler, Lucas, who died as a child, and Simon and Solomon, the twins, and Simon died as a toddler. Solomon is the only one still alive, and Lucas died just before the twins aged up. So it's just Flora and Solomon in their house. We all know Flora will be getting married to Wallace soon, but that's happening in the video. So then the 10 children that Michael and Isla had together goes from Helen. They're all sets of twins. So we have Helen and Hugh, both dead. We have Maleficent and Merryweather. Maleficent is still alive. We have Oliver and Organa. Oliver is still alive. Quintina and Quentin. Quentin is still alive. And Edmund and Elijah. And Edmund and Elijah are both alive. So we have 5 children still alive out of the 10 that they had. And Maleficent is the oldest and the only girl. And then we have Oliver, Quentin, Edmund, and Elijah. So they all live in our main house because they're the next in line to be the heir. So Kellyn is our heir. If something happens to him, it passes to Oliver, and then Quentin, Edmund, and Elijah. So we actually have 5 people in a row who could be the heir, and hopefully those 5 people will grow up to have males who can also be potential heirs. But it's looking pretty good right now for our heirs. So I'm going to expand this whole tree out, and I'm going to zoom out and show you what it looks like. I'm telling you right now that it does not all fit in the zoom out, but we're going to do our best. Okay. So here's the whole thing. You can look down here in the bottom. this thing that I can't drag around. I thought I could move it around. But anyway, this shows us our whole screen down here and how big it like could be. But we can't get it all on the screen. And the biggest problem really is the repeat of these 10 children that we have repeated. Actually, it's these 20 children. This whole list right here of 20, they're repeated again right here, these 20. So I don't know what to do. I don't know how to fix it. I've tried multiple ways. And the kids are clearly the same people. Like if I pull this in and hide her children, then it hides her children down here because they know that this is the same Ingrid as this Ingrid over here. See, they both work together. So I just can't understand why they won't just draw another line like they did over here for Michael. They've got Jules' kids over here, and they should have his and Isla's kids over here. And it shouldn't have anything to do with Isla's children with John. That should just be over here in the John category. Anyway, it's frustrating for me because I would like for this to just look like a pretty tree, and instead it looks like this. So I hate that this is as far out as I can zoom it as well. There are some options over here about other ways to look at it, but it just doesn't give you the amount of information that I like to have. Anyway, again, one of you made this for us. His name is Christopher, one of the viewers. And he created this tree for us and did all of it. I came in and just added a bunch of pictures, and I've been adding the new children that have been born. But he did the entire first 2 or 3 generations before he told me about it and invited me to it. So I still haven't figured out a way to save it. If I copy this link and try to share it, it does not work as a link. It won't let people access it. So I don't know how to share it or anything like that, but I think it's nice to just look through and see where everybody is, where everybody has gone or come from and how they've all grown from what was just Edmund and Grace all the way back at the very beginning. So that part is done. We have seen our family tree. I want you guys to let me know down below. Do you like this new family tree better, or do you want me to go back to the old one? Because I can totally do the old one as well. I haven't updated it, but it won't take me long to get it back updated. So I would like to hear down in the comments what you guys think, which one you like. They both require about the same amount of work. It's just adding a new person and putting their birth and death and putting their pictures. So, I mean, they are the same as far as that goes. I just wonder if you guys have a preference about which one you're interested in. Okay, now let's jump into 1365. I'm so excited about this year. Okay, so we've made some changes in the garden, and first of all, the bridge is wider and the garden is a lot bigger. So we moved this part out, we moved this part out, we added an extra chicken coop, which I think right now has no chickens assigned to it. Right, 0. And so this one is full, this one has none, this one is full, and this one has 3. So we're going to try to move the chickens around and assign them differently so that hopefully they will just be better in general. Anyway, so then we've moved our garden down here. I wanted to have a completely fresh patch so that when the new season comes, I'll be able to plant just the seasonal vegetables and stuff over here. Also, I can find nothing in the rules about what any of the crop roles mean, like about blighting or poor soil or anything like that. So if you guys know what that is, please let me know, because I can't find that anywhere. And I've not watched every one of Morbid's videos, but I've watched quite a few of them, and I don't remember seeing anything about it. And maybe she stopped doing it because of the gardening issue that they were having. So I don't know. If you guys know, I would love to know. So it is 1 o'clock in the morning and everybody is wide awake. Not wide awake. Some people are sleepy, but they're not sleeping yet, except for our little Edmund, who is actually not even that tired. So I was thinking about getting rid of the toddler stuff, but literally Ida and Kellyn are getting married tomorrow. So I'm going to leave the toddler stuff here because hopefully we'll be needing it soon. All right, we're going to get our morning chores done before we go roll. And I've arranged our chickens right now in a way that I like them. We'll see how long that lasts. But Kellyn is feeding all of them, and we'll see. Surely that's enough food for all of them. I don't know, but We only have one egg, and it still has over 1 day to go. But otherwise, the kids don't have a lot of stuff to do. And the bad news about that is that they come in here and they fight with each other and say mean things to each other. And all right, Kellyn is taking care of the garden out here. It looks like the chickens are doing okay. Okay. Everything and everybody seems to be okay. The chickens are all saying like, hey, I don't have any food, but there is plenty of food. Y'all just need to come find a chicken pile to eat. Because there is food around here. But I love having all these chickens just wandering out here. I mean, I'm glad I'm not here in real life. Or I would freak out because I hate chickens. But okay, let's say hi to our friend Monty this morning and give him a gift. I'm not sure what the chicken party means, but I am a little concerned that the garden plants are all grown, but they're not harvested. I mean, they're not, blooming where we can harvest. That worries me a little bit. But that's okay. We still have a whole week before we're going to be harvesting them. Oh my gosh. She just ran out there and screamed. And somehow that made her reach social level 8 to scream at him like that. Okay. We're going to leave and go roll. We have 3 birthdays today. I'm so excited about it. And by so excited, I mean I'm happy and also terrified at the same time. Okay. We're going to have Aurora Clark becoming a toddler, Victor Lane becoming a child, and Gold becoming a young adult. So we're starting with Aurora. For toddler, it's anything but a 4, 8, or 12. No! Oh my gosh. Y'all, that's it. That was Adrian's only baby, and she died. Okay, well, the Clark family name is gone. Wow. Okay, Victor Lane is becoming a child. No 9 or 19. Stupid 19. Okay, good. Victor. Okay, and finally, Gold. Anything but a 6 or an 11. Come on. Okay, good, because she's still got some kids to have. I did not want her to die. Okay, well, we're going to sadly go here to the Clark house first. And I think then that they're going to move in with somebody else. Does anybody have any thoughts about that? Let's see. He's got 2 sisters, and they're both... Well, actually, he could move in with Garance because he lived with Richard during the war. He and Richard were together in the war. So they could all move in here together. I could make like a better rustic place for them. And they could all move in here. So anyway, let's age up this sweet baby just so we can kill her. Of course she's independent. Oh my gosh, and her hair looks just like her dad's. Okay, their family colors are red, so we're going to give her... So cute. Okay, here is Aurora Clark. I don't know if we can say something happened to Mom Aurora where she just isn't able to have children anymore. And maybe they're going to have Garance move in with them and just help them raise their children. Or I don't know what kind of storyline we want to give it. But I also have, let me save, because I have the toddlers can die of anything. And I'm going to try it and we're going to see what happens. I think it's working. Okay, she didn't immediately disappear. And Grim is here. Okay, it always takes a really long time. Okay, she can strengthen her connection, and I need to engrave her years on here. Okay, we will put the tombstone over here in... Okay, in Adrian's thing. All right, so we're going to combine this household with Garance just because I need some other houses, and there's no reason for me to just keep this household here if they're not going to be having any more children. So I think maybe Richard and Where are they? There we go. They live right next to them anyway. So I think we'll take them because their house is adorable, but nobody can live in that house. And we're going to move them into this house. And they're still having kids. Gaudance and Richard have 2 more children, I think, left to have. So we'll see what happens there. But at least now I have 1 empty house here. And I'll just redo a new house there. And I need to put a new house here with the 4 of them in there. So anyway, now we get to go, though, to France. This was just a day for the for this whole family. We get to go over here and age up little Victor to be a child. Oh my gosh, Victor looking just like his daddy is the best thing ever. All right, little Victor, we're going to give you that same curly hair as a child. Oh, he loves the outdoors. He's already wearing the Star Wars shirt like he came here knowing he couldn't wear fancy clothes. All right, here's Victor with his red outfit on and his curly hair like his dad. So cute. I know that those black eyes are being passed down in this family like crazy. Okay, they've got 2 children and only 1 toddler left. Why are they all scared? Oh, it's a thunderstorm. Wow, look at that. Look at this blowing outside the house. Let's keep everybody in, why don't we? You know, little guy could learn how to cross stitch. Your cousins are doing that over in England. Are you outside as well? Can you please come in here? Is that a mess? Well, come clean it up. I didn't even know it was a mess. Can you get inside as well? I do not want you to be struck by lightning. Okay, good. Baby girl, let's not go out, please. What's she trying to do? Wander? No, honey. Come inside. Oh. She just decided to start singing. He laughed at it. Aren't they just the cutest? Okay, little Miss Girl. You are not potty trained yet. Let's ask your dad to help you. That thunderstorm is loud. The weather is horrible over here in France. We still have this on the ground that I can't do anything with. Just a glimmer stone sitting there. Victor is the youngest looking young adult I have ever seen. Tell me that he's a young adult. He is, and he's so young. He looks like a little teenager. He is adorable, though, with those little freckles. Okay, can you do something? You don't know how to knit. Oh, wait a minute. You do know how to knit if I put it in your inventory. Why don't you come over here and knit, little guy? Your uncle has... Oh, you have chickens. There you go. You can knit it. We'll put it on a chicken. I love them just sitting here talking while he's cross-stitching. Wow, this whole house is inspired and confident. No, little girl. She wants to be an artist like her granddad. She's already starting to, already trying to make a mess in here. Why is she sad? Oh, she's scared of thunderstorm. Well, everybody here is doing really well. Willa got the potty skill over here. Okay. And we aged up Victor. Fantastic. And he's just a little cross-stitching boy. I love it. So, we're going to head back to our main house. See what we can do over there, and hopefully there won't be a thunderstorm. This is the best way to be around chickens for me, because I hate them. But just being around the noise of chickens, I don't mind so much. That's why I play The Sims instead of having my own garden. I don't know how or why everybody is standing out here, but they are. I want to imagine they're all in here talking about the wedding tomorrow because Kellyn and Ida are getting married. I guess they're constantly going to feel flirty around each other while they have a crush. It's so cute. Well, that's the longest they've played with each other without anybody getting angry with anybody else. So I like it. All right, it is bedtime. One last night for Kellyn to sleep in the bunk bed. All right, it's early in the morning, but it's wedding day, and people are already starting to get up. Oh my gosh, they're doing a secret handshake, and I missed it until the very end. That's so cute. Okay, so we have gotten all of our morning chores done. They're still feeding the birds. The birds are out here like, we're hungry still. Who am I missing? He's on his way. I was like, somebody hasn't cleaned their coop. All right, it's Edmund though. He's coming. All right, let's get Edmund's coop done. Any hatchable eggs he gets will be put back in. 3 hatchable eggs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll have 7. Okay. They always ask about playing alone at recess. I'm like, what is that? Oh my gosh, are they all hungry? Every time somebody drops food, all of it pops up above all their heads. But I have fed them all repeatedly. Okay. Okay, so Quentin is still feeding them, and this time, well, it still pops up over some of their heads, but this time it doesn't look like everybody out here is starving. So it all says they're full, so I guess we're good to go then. Oh, this one's very happy. We did get an orange egg today, so that's cool. Okay, we're going to start all of our meetings. What's it called? All of our clubs. Oh my gosh, one of our chairs got struck by lightning. Okay, let's replace that. Now we're going to start cooking level 10. Ida, what is she cooking? Oh, she made just a single serve salad for her own self. Okay, great, Ida. Okay, we're going to start our gatherings. That's what it's called. And we're going to have a wedding. And I think actually what we need to do, because we do have some birthdays today, is I think we'll go ahead and roll. And then we'll come back and do the wedding for everybody. All right. Kian, Jeremiah, and Wallace. I'm a little bit worried that Jeremiah and Wallace both have birthdays on the same day. So I hope neither one of them dies, especially Wallace, because he's supposed to get married to Flora in 2 days. So let's do this. Kian is becoming a child. He's the oldest Goodwin child. And so anything but a 9 or 19. Okay, great. That was kind of close, but that's okay. That was close, but that's okay. Somebody said the other day they couldn't wait for all of these kids to become teenagers and then all the weddings that are going to take place. I think it's going to be great. Okay, Jeremiah is becoming a young adult, so anything but a 6 or an 11. Oh, okay, good. That's good because he and Ingrid are having a lot of kids. And then Wallace. And Wallace, like we talked about, is Jeremiah's older brother, and he kind of raised him after their family died in the plague. And now he's been getting close to Flora, and he's in love with her. And I think this is going to be the thing. Like his birthday is here. He's getting older, and he's like, Flora, if we're going to do this and like really make a family together, we need to do it now. And so that's why they're going to go ahead and get married. So he needs a 6 or above. Oh, great. Y'all, I don't know why I was convinced that he was about to die. Okay, so we had a great roll this time. And I think the only person, let me see, Jeremiah is already a young adult. Oh, so I do need to age Wallace up to an adult, which I will go and do. And then I will meet you guys over here to age up little Kian. He's going to become a kid. I'm so excited. Those of you who remember where we left this family, Wallace walking around without his clothes on. Usually when they age up to an adult, we let him grow a beard, but he's had him a beard, so look at those little freckles and the green eyes. I cannot wait till he and Flora have kids. Oh, the other thing is when I age up Kian, I get to add him to the Millerman group. And so he'll come over for the wedding. It's great. He'll get to meet some more cousins. Okay, I am going to do my best to put the same hair on him if I can find it, because I just think it's adorable. Or at least curly hair like his dad. There are no books. Let's just make him creative. That's good. Okay, here is Kian. Oh, and we can see that Gold is pregnant as well. Yay. All right. Time for a wedding. And I said I was going to let Kian be in the group, and then I totally did not. I forgot about it. Okay, here we go. The next generation will be coming from them. Here we go. I always love how, like, embarrassed they seem right here. Okay, congratulations. Kellyn is married. Now, as a refresher, for our main household, and an egg is ready to hatch. For our main household, the way it works for having babies, as a refresher for anybody who is new or doesn't remember, is they try for a baby every day, but their percentage is set based on the female's age. And so I will go in this afternoon and change the percentage, and then they will try for a baby starting tonight, and they will try for a baby every day that she is not pregnant or giving birth. So that's how it'll go. Unfortunately, Wallace put on a shirt before he came over. Okay, I'm just kidding. Sorry. Okay, Ida got all excited. She got married today. She's like, look at me fire dance. And then she set herself on fire, but it's okay. Look, Christopher's son-in-law over here showing off Sebastian. Wow, he did like a full routine. Garance, what are you wearing, babe? I hope that was the egg hatching and not like another one. Oh my gosh. Denise, what are you wearing? Denise is like about to pop. Usually every time we have one of these parties, somebody ends up going into labor, so... Oh, Gold is pregnant too, but not like about to have the baby pregnant. But Denise seems way more pregnant. It's hot outside, and Adrian's like warming himself by the fire. Okay, I'm not going to change anybody else's clothes. It's annoying, but I'm just going to let it stand. Everybody keeps coming over here. Oh, look at Denise and Sebastian hugging. He's like, it's fun hanging out with you when we don't have to take care of a million children. Speaking of children, let's see what ours is doing. Okay, Edmund is washing his hands. Edmund, can you clean that while you're standing right beside it, please? Elijah, what are you doing? Oh, going to the bathroom. It seems to be a theme here. Maleficent, what are you doing? Oh, she's in here chatting. Nice. Do you know everybody? Nope. Friendly introduction. Who in the world? Is this Jeremiah? Jeremiah. Okay, I'm sorry. That is super cute, but you can't wear that. I said I wasn't going to change everybody's clothes, but Jeremiah just can't. I didn't check on all the kids. What's Quentin doing? Oh, Quentin's playing horseshoes. With Elijah? It has taken me forever to distinguish between Elijah and Edmund, but I finally got it, I think. Edmund, thank you for cleaning the toilet for me, buddy. Oh, look at Kian in here. Kian, I'm sorry that I forgot to invite your son to join our group, but I will the next time I'm at your house. Look at all these pregnant ladies. Uh-oh, I moved this rug. I hate it. Okay, Ida, look at you. You're doing so much better. Did Sebastian help you? Give you some pointers? She did it. Okay, I love having all these people here. However, Ida and Kellyn have been living in the same house together for what feels like forever and have been unable to bring their love to fruition. Like, I don't even know how to say it. Oh, somebody roasted some chestnuts and broke the sink. Aurora, that was Aurora. So we're going to send everybody home is what I was trying to say. Okay, let's end the gatherings. All right, he's feeling very flirty. We're going to let him extinguish the fire. She's going to go inside and just cook some food for all the children so that they do not have to be bothering her. And then, what is this? Somebody just, okay, she can make carrot pudding then. It kills me that people just get these things out. Can you clean up, Maleficent? All right, she's going to finish cooking. Also, she's going to have to do this pigeon stew or they're just going to lose the ingredients for it. So she's going to cook both of these things while Kellyn is fixing that. And then it's going to be a time for everybody to go to bed. She's trying to cook and like Kellyn will not leave her alone. Like, Kellyn, I know you're feeling flirty, but... Oh, yay, we have a hen chick who's grown up. That's great. All right, the carrot pudding. I cannot even say words. It's done. Okay, well, it's definitely after midnight, but I could not, like... Oh, see, I almost forgot and had them try for a baby at 100%. I have to go check the percentages. Then we're going to try for a baby to close out the first half of this year. All right, the percentages are on this map. Oh, my goodness. They're over here. And she's a teenager, so it's 40% until she becomes a young adult. Her chances are 40% that she's going to get pregnant. So I have to change this. Now I'm going to have to remember to change it every time because I forget all the time because it's just supposed to be on 100 for everybody else. Okay, 40%. Now let's try for a baby. Maybe we'll get Sebastian the next heir. Okay, everyone has gone to sleep. We will find out at the beginning of the next video. We should be able to find out whether or not she's pregnant, and hopefully we'll have some babies. We have not had any babies the first half of this year, so that's weird. I guess we don't have as many people trying for babies right now, but we do have some people pregnant, so hopefully at the end of this year we will have some more babies, and hopefully our next generation of the main household will be on its way. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.